The creation process of The Starry Night, Vincent van Gogh's painting, The Starry Night, was created in June 1889 while he was staying at the Saint-Paul-de-Mausole asylum in Saint-Rémy-de-Provence, southern France. Although Van Gogh would have preferred to paint directly in nature, the rules of the Saint-Paul-de-Mausole institution only allowed him to make sketches in his room. He could work with oil on canvas only in the studio. The basis of The Starry Night was the landscape he saw from his room's window, but the painting is not a purely realistic depiction. He completed the view with his own imagination. For example, he painted the village and the church steeple based on his memories of Holland. The main motif of the painting is the swirling, vibrantly colored night sky, which dominates 2/3 of the canvas. The contrast between the quiet, peaceful village and the restless, swirling sky also reflects Van Gogh's inner emotional state.
Let me, Vincent van Gogh, tell you how my painting The Starry Night was born, what thoughts and feelings guided my brushstrokes, and how all this is reflected in the picture. In the spring of 1889, after a difficult period, I voluntarily moved into the asylum at Saint-Rémy-de-Provence. My soul was troubled. I was often tormented by dark thoughts, yet nature, especially the night, always offered me comfort and inspiration. From my room window, I looked east, observing the changes of the night sky. Although the bars separated me from the world, the light of the stars and the moon penetrated my soul.
Thoughts, inspirations, symbolism. Van Gogh had been preoccupied with the theme of the night sky for months beforehand, as he mentioned in several letters to his brother Theo and to his friends. The painter found the colors of the night fascinating, believing them to be much more intense than those of the day. In one of his letters, he wrote, "The starry sky, for example, this is something I'd like to try to paint, but how can I manage it, unless I work at home and from imagination?" Thus, The Starry Night is a blend of reality and imagination. The landscape, the stars, and the moon appear realistically, but enlarged, in an almost surreal manner.
I always felt that the colors of the night were richer than those of the day. The night is also full of colors, the deepest violets, blues, and greens. If you look closely, you can see that some stars are lemon yellow, others have pink or green, blue, or forget-me-not blue radiance. I wrote to my brother Theo. It is not enough to just put white dots on a blue-black background. The sky is much more alive, more vibrant than that.
Interpretations of the painting, interpretations of The Starry Night are multifaceted. Many see the swirling sky as an imprint of Van Gogh's mental crisis and inner turmoil, while others view the painting as a symbol of hope and faith. Stars still shine through the darkness, and light filters from the windows of the houses. Some art historians detect biblical allusions in the work, such as references to the Book of Revelation. Van Gogh himself wrote that the night sky symbolized the afterlife, hope, and even the presence of God.
The Starry Night was not simply the recording of a view for me. I saw the landscape from my window, but in the painting, I complemented reality with my imagination. The village resting at the bottom of the painting was born more from my memories of Holland than from the reality of Provence. The cypress tree, rising like a flame towards the sky, seems to connect earth and heaven. Perhaps it also symbolizes my own soul's yearning for peace, tranquility, or even transcendence.
Technical solutions and style. The Starry Night is the pinnacle of Van Gogh's post-impressionist period, in which he worked with thick layers of paint, bold brushstrokes, and vivid, contrasting colors. In the painting, the contrast between the quiet, structured village and the wildly swirling sky creates both a sense of restlessness and harmony. The cypress tree, visible on the left side of the painting, rises toward the sky like a tongue of flame, symbolically connecting the earthly and celestial worlds.
The process of painting was also special. I worked not at night, but during the day, from memory. Experiences, observations, and inner feelings blended in every brushstroke. The swirling sky, the vibrant colors, the movement, all expressed the inner tension, restlessness, and hope that lived within me. Sometimes I felt that under the starry sky, I was closer to some higher, intangible force. When I have a terrible need, shall I say the word, for religion, then I go out and paint the stars, I confessed. At the time of the painting's creation, I was filled with both anxiety and hope. In the dark sky, light streams from the windows of the village. These are all symbols of hope, survival, and faith for me. Although I often felt lost, painting, the harmony of colors and lines, helped me express what I could not say in words. The Starry Night is not just a landscape, but a mirror of my soul. Restlessness, longing, hope, and the search for beauty are all present in it. That is why this painting became one of my most important works, because it contains everything that I am.
Summary: The Starry Night is not only one of Van Gogh's most famous and acclaimed works, but it has also become an iconic image of modern art. Its creation is linked to a difficult, yet extremely productive period, when Van Gogh drew inspiration from suffering, loneliness, and hope. The painting simultaneously reflects the artist's state of mind, his passion for nature, and his artistic vision that moves along the boundary between reality and imagination.